My teacher kept something of mine for 20 years. I ran into my old third grade teacher at a grocery store 2 decades after I'd left her class. She recognized me instantly, said my name before I even placed her face, and asked if I had a minute to talk. I figured she just wanted to catch up, but she walked me over to her car and pulled an old shoebox out of the trunk. Inside was a stack of folded papers, and near the top was a crumpled drawing I'd made as a kid, a picture of my family with a note scrawled at the bottom that said, "When I grow up, I want to make people feel like you do." She told me every item in that box belonged to a different student, kids she'd quietly worried about over the years, once going through something hard at home that she couldn't always fix but never forgot. She said she kept one small thing from each of them, just so she'd remember to check in on them in her own way, long after they'd left her classroom. I asked her why she'd kept mine specifically. She said mine was the only one she never had to worry about again, because a former student had told her years later that I'd become a teacher myself. I stood there in that parking lot completely stunned. I didn't even know she'd noticed what I was going through back then. I just remembered her being patient with me when nobody else was. She said, "You never told me anything was wrong, but I always knew." Before she drove off, she hugged me and said she was proud, the same way she used to after I finished a hard math problem. I sat in my car for a long time after that, realizing some people carry us with them far longer than we ever realize.